Plans are underway to conduct a wildlife census in the coming year aimed at establishing the current status of the wildlife sector and emerging challenges in the country. The government says the census will be used to determine the impact of drought on wildlife populations in all affected ecosystems.
Latest data from the African Wildlife Foundation indicates that expanding human settlements, a changing climate that makes resources more scarce, and poaching have contributed to declines in wildlife populations. Giraffe populations in Kenya have fallen about 40% over the last 3 decades. As a result, gaps in the sector have shown the need to collect wildlife mortality data in order to mobilize resources in the affected areas as a way of addressing the situation.
We needed an institute and a roadmap that can actually guide us in terms of the information and the data that we are collecting across the country.
Malonza says the program will also increase awareness on human-wildlife interactions in order to create informative policy. This, she says, will allow industry players better understand population sizes and their distribution, identify threats to animals, and suggest conservation strategies.
A common one that has been around the wildlife and human interactions. We're looking at the wildlife economy, and we're looking at also the genetics of our wildlife.
To this end, stakeholders say studies to destock overpopulated sanctuaries will be established in order to prevent disease spreading.
We've been able to do a biomass assessment to determine the capacity that is required within that reserve, including recommending to management KWS.
The importance of wildlife population dynamics, understanding status and trends is key, and also understanding the habitat and the dynamics and ecological processes that determine whether our populations are growing or not.
Ndutamo Kami for Lunchtime News.